There's so many people I would never let anybody in my family date.
She wrestles in a swimsuit, so...
You mean physically pull it off?
I hate to say this about people in the UK, but sometimes you guys like campy music.
Honestly, none of those girls can date my brothers. No.
I don't want to bury anybody.
Who's always running late?
Probably me. Busy woman, things to do.
Ooh, that's a good one, isn't it? Am I allowed to say this? Taz is usually the last one into the locker room, but I think that's because, you know, he's doing his own preparation beforehand.
Tony Khan. No. That's actually not true. Tony always shows up, you know, early, but I'm usually there before him, so I'm like, oh, like I'm here before Tony. It's always good to be there before your boss. I would say, actually, John Moxley. He might not have an understanding of what on time is.
Who takes the longest to get ready?
Well, I'm not in the women's locker room, so I would guess that's a question for Mariah. That's probably, generally speaking, women take longer to get ready than guys. RJ City usually gets there very early because he has to press his slacks.
Claudio. Here's the thing, he waits till really late. Sometimes I feel like we're about to go out. Like, where's Claudio? And he's just, oh, okay, you know.
Mercedes money. But I mean, look at her.
There is a whole vibe there.
Understandable.
Who has the worst music taste?
I think most people would say me. Oh, Sheamus.
Yeah?
Sheamus's musical tastes are not the best. I hate to say this about people in the UK, but sometimes you guys like campy music.
I would imagine Toni Storm. I mean, you've seen the way she dresses and the way she acts, so I can't imagine she listens to anything good.
Probably Bryan Danielson, I would imagine. You say the word worst, and obviously that's the first person who springs to mind.
Who would you, under no circumstances, let a family member date?
That's interesting, isn't it? Yeah. The truth of the matter is my sister's been married for about, 20, 25 years, so I wouldn't let anyone date her.
Honestly, none of those girls can date my brothers.
No?
Seriously, none of them are dating my brothers, ever. That's not happening. Wrestlers are crazy, none of them are dating my brothers. No.
Oh, that's such a good question. There's so many people I would never let anybody in my family date. I don't want to bury anybody. Because he's such a head case, I wouldn't want my daughter to date somebody like Nigel, right? So if my daughter dated somebody like Claudio, I would be like, absolutely.
Who has the worst dress sense?
Toni Storm.
Right.
She wrestles in a swimsuit, so.
Me for sure. I don't understand modern style. Wheeler Yuta, he is not stylish. Daniel Garcia, I thought he had bad style. And then I was told by the younger wrestlers, no, he has good style. And I was like, oh, I'm old.
I'm not sure I can really comment on dress sense, to be perfectly honest with you. I might have to take that myself because I don't dress myself. I only get advice from people, yeah.
Whose gear do you look at and you're like, I could pull that off?
You mean physically pull it off? You think you've got to go with Christian Cage. The turtleneck, I mean, it's attire for all seasons.
You're aware that I dressed up as Toni Storm for almost an entire year. I will never speak about or think about wearing anybody else's costume ever again.
I really like the Lucha Guys gear. Oh, we have a new wrestler called Hologram. I'm not saying I could pull it off, but I'd love to do it. Like the bright fluorescent green, like mask, like tights, and then like he comes into the ring and he does this incredible like flip thing, and then I'm like, I'd try all that and fall, and it would just be a lot of fun.
Who would throw the best party in the locker room? Who would throw the party that Mariah May needs to be at?
I wouldn't party with any of them. Well, I'm just above them.
Who would you want to party with?
I don't know, people on my level, like famous footballers, celebrities, pop stars, things like that.
Yeah,
you wouldn't be invited.
Oh gosh, do I hate parties. I would more like a book club, right? So that sort of thing. I feel like Wheeler Yuta would actually throw like a pretty mild party, which is what I need. Kenny Omega might throw a kind of a fun party, but it would probably be very video game heavy. The party that everybody would have fun at except me would be Swerve. Swerve would throw the best party. He would throw the best party. Yeah, I'm not going to be invited probably, and nor would I enjoy it.
I think Lee Moriarty. Yeah, Lee Moriarty's got sort of like a understated charisma and charm and style.
Who would you want to be your partner in the zombie apocalypse?
Ooh, that's a good one. Paul White. He's just like enormous, and I think the zombies would be scared of him, but also too, he has a lot of guns. I know that's not common here in the UK, but America, boy.
Probably Nigel McGuinness, because he would die for me. I wouldn't need to push him. I'm sure he would just,
Willingly go.
stand in front of me and die.
I would probably have to go with Christian Cage again because he's so cunning and smart and always comes out on top. So if there are zombies running around, the patriarch is probably the guy that would end up on top. Taz would run away, or at least attempt, but by his own admission, he's got bad knees. He's not running very fast. Yeah, no. Certainly if it was 28 days later, Taz would probably be the first one gored to death.